As an education student, you have been acquainted with various philosophies:
essentialism, perennialism, progressivism, existentialism, behaviorism, constructivism, reconstructionism.
But, have you fully understand what these philosophies mean? In this video, you will know better the known philosophies that influence the teaching profession. What does philosophy mean? The word philosophy comes from two Greek words, philo and sophos. Philo means love. Sophos means wisdom. Literally then, philosophy means love of wisdom. The philosophy of education examines the goals, forms, methods, and meaning of education. It is important to understand how philosophy and education are interrelated. In order to become the most effective teacher you can be, you must understand your own beliefs, while at the same time empathizing with others. Let's start to learn more about the known philosophies of education. Essentialism, perennialism, progressivism, existentialism, behaviorism, constructivism, and reconstructionism. First on the list, essentialism. Essentialism advocates training the mind with what are essential. In this philosophical school of thought, the aim is to instill students with the essentials of academic knowledge, enacting a back-to-basics approach. The emphasis of education is on academic content for students to learn the basic skills or the fundamental R's such as reading, writing, arithmetic and right conduct. Essentialist teachers emphasize mastery of subject matter. They are expected to be intellectual and moral models of their students. They observe core requirements and longer academic year. Next philosophy is perennialism. Perennialism in education is the belief that schools should teach ideas that are everlasting. You can remember the word perennialism by remembering that perennial means lasting for many years. The goal of a perennialist education is to teach students to think rationally and develop minds that can think critically. The perennialist curriculum is a universal one. What the perennialist teachers teach are lifted from classic and great books. The perennialist classrooms are teacher-centered. Students engaged in Socratic dialogue, or mutual inquiry sessions to develop an understanding of history's most timeless concepts. Next philosophy is progressivism. Progressivism is the idea that education comes from the experience of the child. Progressivist aims to develop learners into becoming enlightened and intelligent citizens. Progressivists use a curriculum that responds to students' needs and that relates to their personal lives and experience. Teachers teach students things that are practical for life and encourage them to grow into better people. They also teach students the skills to cope with change. Progressivist teachers employ experiential methods. They believe that one learns by doing. Another known philosophy of education is existentialism. Existentialism in education focuses on the individual's freedom to choose their own purpose in life. The main concern of existentialists is to help students understand and appreciate themselves as unique individuals who accept complete responsibility for their thoughts, feelings, and actions. In existentialist curriculum, students are given a wide variety of options from which to choose. Humanities are given tremendous emphasis. Existentialist methods focus on the individual. Learning is self-paced and self-directed. Next is the behaviorism philosophy. Behaviorism focuses on the acquisition of new behavior based on environmental conditions. Behaviorists are concerned with the modification and shaping of students' behavior by providing for a favorable environment, since they believe that we are product of our environment. Behaviorist teachers teach students to respond favorably to various stimuli in the environment. Teachers arrange environmental conditions so that students can make the responses to stimuli. They provide reinforcement and punishment to reinforce positive responses and weaken or eliminate negative ones. Another known philosophy of education is constructivism. Constructivism says that people construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. Constructivist aims to develop intrinsically motivated and independent learners equipped with learning skills for them to be able to construct knowledge and make meaning of them. Students are taught how to learn. They are taught learning processes and skills. The constructivist teacher provides students with data or experiences that allow them hypothesize, predict, manipulate, pose questions, research and invent. The last philosophy that we will tackle in this video is Reconstructionism. Reconstructionism or critical theory is a philosophy that emphasizes the addressing of social questions in a quest to create a better society and worldwide democracy. Reconstructionist educators focus on a curriculum that highlights social reform as the aim of education. For Reconstructionists, curriculum focuses on students taking social action in solving real problems such as environmental problems, hunger, international terrorism, inflation, and inequality. Reconstructionists deals with social issues through inquiry, dialogue, and multiple perspectives. Community-based learning and bringing the world into the classroom are also utilized. Here are the known philosophies of education with their keywords. Essentialism, learning the essential like the 3 R's. Perennialism, utilizing the great books. Progressivism, learning by doing. Existentialism, having individual choice. Behaviorism, modifying behavior. Constructivism, constructing meaning. Reconstructionism, having social reform. Do you have questions about these philosophies? Comment them below.
We are living in a world where humans rely on inanimate objects. A combination of metal, rubber parts, and fuel can help you get from one place to a distant place without breaking a sweat. Pieces of plastic and metal put together the right way can make you communicate with someone who's miles away from you. And most importantly, information and data can now be stored and retrieved later on. And the world is in need of people who understand how this information and technology works. So what exactly is information technology? First and foremost, it must be understood that this is a very broad topic, but information technology is the use of computer systems, storages, networks and tangible devices, technological infrastructure, systems and processes to create, modify, transfer, store, multiply, and exchange all forms of electronic data. So what exactly is data? Data is every type of information from facts, statistics, numerical sequences, and patterns, which is analyzed, studied, compared, modified, stored, and overall used as a component in the overall information that the technology user needs. The value of information technology is that although people are capable of handling data using our brains, and even the old paper and pen processes, these processes are not as reliable, efficient, and effective as relying on information technology. A computer can process millions of pieces of data at a given time. Its storage or memory can hold and secure information without forgetting a single piece of data. So where is information technology applicable? From the general information above, information technology plays a significant role in business. Some examples of this would be customer handling, all the way from handling customer service, personal day-to-day communication, storing financial records, and all other human activities that deal with handling electronic data. Information technology is essential to the day-to-day operations of a business, and even more important when it comes to scaling your business to make more money. And this is why learning the skills of information technology is incredibly valuable whether you want to get a job or start your own business. Next, let's talk about hardware versus software. Before we can discuss examples of information technology, it's important that we talk about hardware and software. Hardware is tangible technology that you can actually touch when it comes to dealing with information technology, from personal computers, laptops, mobile phones, tablets, and everything else that is physical and is used for the purposes of IT. Software, on the other hand, is intangible, aka you can't touch it. So this would be things such as websites, computer programs, or systems and applications. And it's going to be broadly separated into two different groups, which is software systems and applications. Software systems are basic programs that are tasked to perform computer functions at its most basic level. An example of this would be an operating system for a phone, such as iOS or Android. Applications, on the other hand, also have a lot of examples, such as databases, email servers, transaction processing systems, process control systems, enterprise collaboration systems, and many more. Some examples of this would be Slack, Dropbox, HubSpot, Google Drive, and Microsoft Office. Next, let's talk about information technology as a career path. Information technology is very broad, but it is a great career path. If you are able to learn the skills of information technology with the constant rise of technology in this modernized world, it is safe to say that you will almost definitely have a job. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage for computer and information technology occupations is $97,000. That's over twice the median annual wage for all other applications, which is $45,000. And according to Glassdoor.com, an entry-level position as an IT help desk technician makes over $50,000 a year. So not only does information technology offer you a good salary, but being in IT keeps you updated with the latest in technology innovation. A few examples of fields related to information technology are IT management, computer systems analyst, web development, cybersecurity, cloud administration, and database administration. If you want to learn